Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Okay, today we're gonna continue in chapter 6.2, which is system of linear inequalities in two variable. Okay, for today we're gonna touch for two learning standard, which is 6.2.2, make and verify the conjecture about the points in the region and solution of linear inequality system, and the second one is 6.2.3, determine and shade the region that satisfy a linear inequality system. Okay, next. Okay, we recall back what you have learned before. Okay, these two graphs you have learned before how to shade the region, that which is the above region, which one is the below region. Okay, for the first one, okay, at the left one, okay, the above region is the pink color one, and the below region is the green color one. Okay, please do not confuse or mistake again on this. Okay, basic knowledge. Okay, and the second graph is the green, also the lower or below region, and the pink color is the above region. Okay, you must understand how to shade the region that satisfy that linear inequalities, and do not confuse about the above region and the below region. Okay, next. Okay, part 1. How to determine the conjecture about the points in the region that satisfy a system of linear inequalities. Now we take a look for the example. Okay, the first example for the part 1 is based on the diagram, determine the region that satisfy the inequality y lower than or equal 3 over 4x plus 2 and x plus y higher than or equal 7. Okay, this is the graph that have been draw, and there is four region A, B, C, D. Okay, it's divided into four region. Okay, how to solve this question? Okay, this is the solution. The first step, you need to draw a table like this. Okay, in this table you need to have a region, the point, okay, the first linear inequality, okay, and then is it true or false, and then the second linear inequality, and is it true or false. Okay, for the first region, we're gonna touch for the first region first. Region A. Okay, region A is this yellow region. Okay, so the point I pick from this region is I pick point 42, which is here. Okay, 42. This is the point that I choose. Okay, you can choose any point that you want as long as it in that region. Okay, I choose point 42, and then I substitute this point into this linear inequality, and then you solve this linear inequality. Now, how do we to determine is it true or false? Okay, we solve for the right hand side and see is it correct. Is it correct that 2 is lower than the right hand side? Okay, I calculate for the right hand side. I will get 5, and then we check 2 lower or equal than 5. Okay, this is true. Okay, next we substitute this point into the second linear inequality. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6, and then 6 is higher or equal to 7. Okay, is it correct or not? This is false because 6 is lower than 7, not more than 7. Okay, for the region B, I also pick the point from region P. I using 0.15. Okay, 1.5. Okay, around here. Is it around here? Okay, and then you substitute the point into the linear inequality, and then you calculate, and then you determine is it true or false. Okay, from here I got at the right hand side is 2.75. okay, if you press your calculator you will get this answer. Okay, then I get this false because 5 is not lower than 2.75. Okay, and then I substitute into the second linear inequality. 1 plus 5 higher than 7. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 is not higher than 7, so this is also false. And we move on into region C. Okay, the orange color one. And then I pick point. Okay, randomly pick point from this region C. I choose 4, 7. Okay, 4, 7 is around here. Okay, you can choose any point that you want as long as it in that region. Okay, and then you substitute the point into the linear inequalities, and then you solve it. Okay, after you solve it, is it true or false? Okay, I got this false. And then next you substitute into the second linear inequality, and then you determine whether it's true or false. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 is higher than or equal 7. Okay, this is true because 11 is higher than 7. And then the last region is region D. Okay, I pick point at 6. Okay, at 6 it is around here. Okay, this is the point. Okay, and then I substitute this point into the first linear inequality. Okay, after you substitute into the linear inequality, okay, you solve this linear inequality. Is it the left hand side is lower or equal than right hand side? Is it true or not? Okay, here I got 8. Oops. Okay, and then okay, this is true. 6 is true. 6 is lower than 8, so it is true. And then 8 plus 6 higher or equal to 7. Okay, 8 plus 6 is 14, and 14 is indeed higher than 7, so this is true. Okay, from this table you need to determine which one is true for all of the linear inequalities. Which region sets true for all linear inequalities? First we check for region A. Okay, the linear inequality for the first linear inequality is true, but the second one is false, so we're not gonna choose this one. Okay, region B, the first one is false and the second one also false, so this is not chosen. And the third region is region C. The first is false and the second one is true, so this region also not satisfy the linear inequality, both of the linear inequality. And then the last one, region D. Okay, region D, for the first linear inequality is true, and then the second one also true. So we can make a conclusion here that region D satisfy both of the inequality y lower than or equal 3 over 4x plus 2 and x plus y higher than or equal 7. Okay, it must satisfy both of the linear inequality. Okay, that is how you determine the region which is satisfied. Okay, part 2. How to determine and shade the region that satisfy a system of linear inequalities. Okay, there is 2 methods. The first method is I got from your textbook. Okay, step by step as shown in the textbook. Okay, the second step is my own method, how to shade without label. Okay, my method is fast and simple as long as you understand how to use my method. Okay, first we're gonna take a look for the textbook method. Okay, there are 3 steps. For the first step, mark the region involved for each linear inequality with different and easily spot marking. Okay, you need to mark the region for each the linear inequality. And then the second one, you need to identify the common region for all the marking involved, the common region. Okay, after you mark, and then you detect which one is in the same region. So, and then you shade the common region completely. Okay, and make sure that the shading is not outside the common regions. It must be inside the common region. Okay, how to use this textbook method, I will show you. Okay, I'm gonna use my pen. Okay, for the first linear inequality, I will using red. Okay, red pen. Okay, the first step is we must mark all of the region that satisfy this linear inequality. Okay, for the first one is y lower than or equal x plus 3. Okay, this solid line is the first linear inequality. Okay, it must be lower than. Okay, lower than, so it's mean at the below region. So I will using letter A to represent the first linear inequality. Okay, we must mark all the region that below this. Okay, below this linear inequality for the first one. Okay, here is also below. Okay, there, this is also below, and this one is also below. Okay, after that I'm gonna use blue color. Okay, for the second linear inequality. Okay, this dash line, okay, horizontal dash line is, or this vertical dash line is x equal to 2. Okay, it's for the second linear inequality. So it said that x lower than 2, so it mark all the region at the left hand side. Okay, that satisfy the linear inequalities. I already marked all the linear inequalities. And then we must determine where is the common part. Okay, from this I have label. Okay, we must check which part have the common mark. Okay, what is my by mean a common mark? That this one region have mark from the first one and the second one. So we shed this area, we shed. Okay, as long as you not touch outside the common area. Okay, this one is also the common part, so we shed this one as well. Okay, do not follow me how to shed. Okay, you need to shed properly. And then this also the common part, and as well as this part. Okay, it have the common mark. So this part is the common region that have the same mark. Okay, this is our final answer. Okay, let's recheck our answer. Okay, this is correct. Okay, that is how you use a textbook method. Okay, next is my own method, Miss Nina method. Okay, my method is you don't need to label. Okay, you just need to shade. Okay, and then you find the and then you determine which one is the common shade. Okay, for the first linear inequality, I will be using red pen. Okay, y higher than or equal negative x. Okay, this solid line is the first linear inequalities. It say it must be higher than or equal, so it will be at the above region, so it will be here. You shed this, and then I will use my blue pen for the second linear inequalities. Y lower than 3. This dash line is represent these linear inequalities. It said that it must be lower than, so it will be at the below region. Then I will shade at the below region. You can shade this properly. Okay, do not follow me shade this. Okay, this is because I'm only using mouse. Okay, you already shade for the second one, and then you shade for the third linear inequality. Okay, I will using green pen. Okay, where is y equal to 0 at this graph? Okay, y equal to 0 is lies along the x-axis. Okay, on this x-axis, okay, there is a equation that represent y equal to 0. So you will have to shade the region above the x-axis, okay, because it represents the third linear inequalities. Okay, look like a mess, right? Okay, after you shade for all of these linear inequalities, now you must find which region that have the three color of this shade. Okay, I will be using yellow color to shade. Okay, from here I can determine that this region have three color: red, blue, and green. Okay, this part. Okay, great. And then I also find out that this part also have blue, green, and red. Below here, is it have blue? It doesn't have green, and this part doesn't have red. Above here doesn't have red also, and this part doesn't have blue. Okay, so the shade region is only here. Okay, this part, and then we erase the this shade. Okay, so it's look kemas. Okay, it's look neat. Okay, that is how my method. Okay, this is the region part that satisfy all of this linear equality. Okay, now we check our answer. Okay, my answer is correct. Okay, you also can use for the textbook method if you want. You also can use my method as well. Okay, as long as you're comfortable with any of the method. Okay, next for the example 3, draw and shade the region that satisfy the system of linear inequalities to y higher than or equal x, x plus y lower than 4, and x higher than or equal 0. There are three linear inequalities in this system. Okay, how to solve this? You need to draw the graph first. Okay, for the first step, convert the linear inequalities to linear equation and draw the straight line that represent the equation. Okay, first we're gonna take a look for the first linear inequality. You must change this linear inequality into linear equation. How you change is you just change this symbol into equal sign. Okay, like this. Okay, this is our first linear inequality. And then you must draw a table like this. When x is -4, y is -2. Okay, I already teach you this before. I will not repeat again. I hope you already understand how to draw the graph. Okay, after you get 2 points, you will draw a straight line on the Cartesian plane. Okay, you plot the 2 points and then you draw the straight line. And you must be careful what type of line is it. Is it dashed line or solid line? Okay, for the first linear inequality is the solid line. Okay, after that, we will take a look for the second linear inequalities. You must change this into linear equation first, like this. Only convert the sign. After that, you must draw a table like this. Okay, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. Okay, when x is equal to 4, y is equal to 0. You get the 2 points. After you get the 2 points, you plot the graph and then you draw the straight line. Okay, like this, like in this picture. And then what type of straight line is it? Is it dashed line or solid line? Okay, the second linear inequalities is dashed line. And then for the last linear inequalities in this system is x higher than or equal to 0. Also, you need to change into linear equation by changing the sign. Okay, x is equal to 0 is lie on the y axis, this vertical line. Okay, this is the y axis, so the line is like here. The straight line is solid line because the symbol of the linear inequalities is higher than or equal 0. Okay, after you have drawn all the straight line, on the Cartesian plane, you must draw all the straight line for these 3 linear inequality, okay, in the same graph. You need to shade the region. Okay, step 2, identify the common region and then shade the region. Okay, I will use my method. You can use your textbook method too. Okay, I will use green pen to represent to shade my first linear inequality. Okay, the green straight line in this graph, okay, is our first linear inequalities. It said that it is higher than or equal to, okay, so it must be at the above region. Okay, here. And the second linear inequality, I will use red pen. Okay, the second one. Okay, this dash green line is our second linear inequality. It said that lower than, so it must be at the below region. So this is the part. Okay, we shade this area. And then for the last, okay, for the third linear inequalities in this system, is this the blue straight line. Okay, this is represent the third one linear inequalities. It says it must be higher than or equal to, so it must be at the right hand side. Here you draw you shade this part. Okay, after you completely shade the region, okay, you need to determine which region that have three color in that region. Okay, green, red and blue. Okay, this region doesn't have blue, this region doesn't have red and green. Okay, in the middle part, okay, it have red, green and blue. So we shade this part. Okay, very carefully. Do not shade outside the common part. Okay, now okay. At here, okay, it doesn't have green part. Okay, here, okay. That's all. Only this region. And then we erase all the shade that we have drawn before. Okay, we erase. Okay, so the answer is in this region. Okay, that satisfy this system of linear inequalities. Okay, we check our answer. Next slide. Okay, our answer just right now is in this part. Okay. Okay, you can shade it properly. Okay. Okay, next we check the answer. Okay, correct. My answer is correct. Next, okay, we already reached at the end of the lesson for today. So your task is you need to cast your vote about your understanding level for today in the Telegram group. And then the second task is you need to do your homework in module activity page 86. And then, okay, that's all for today. Thank you for joining our class today and see you in the next class. Bye.